What's going on, guys? Z back here once again with another video, and today I'm going to be doing a review of the 2020 Porsche Cayenne Turbo S E-Hybrid. Can't wait to show you guys, so let's get started. First thing you're going to see are these beautiful LED daytime running lights and that classic quad Porsche design. Looks very elegant and modern. Front grille features active air intakes. Under the hood we have a 4-liter twin-turbo V8 making 670 horsepower and 663 pound-feet of torque. Coming onto the side, we have 21-inch RS Spider design wheels and carbon ceramic brakes, noted by the yellow. Coming along to the back, we have clear taillights, followed by quad exhaust. This car does feature the sport exhaust system, slight rear diffuser, and up top, as you can see, there is a miniature spoiler that is active. It'll pop up at higher speeds. To open the trunk, it's right in the center. Lots of space back here. We do have our charger, which is mounted to the side here with a carabiner hook. There is a slight pocket right here. On the right, we have a button here to rise and lower the rear of the vehicle, make it easier for you to put any cargo into the trunk. Underneath, we have our Bose subwoofer, and then your essentials in the event that you get a flat tire. All 3 seats do fold down, so if you need to put something that goes all the way to the front, you can. You can individually fold down the left, right, or the center. We also have our privacy shade, which allows you to hide your valuables. To close the trunk, hit the button, one touch, and it can either close or it can lock and close depending on which button you press. Let's check out the rear. We have our beautiful Bordeaux or Burdox, however you want to say it, red and black interior with carbon fiber and aluminum accents. As you can see, we have the Turbo S badging on the seat headrests. Gives it a very nice sporty touch. Footroom back here is extremely spacious. I could stretch my feet all the way forward. I have a lot of space on both the left and right hand sides. These seats are very bolstered, so you have thigh support, and you also have support for your back on the sides here. In the middle seat, we have our fold down cup holders. Pretty nice. Headroom is actually pretty good with this panoramic roof. I'm 5'8" and have no problem. If you're 6 foot, you probably should be okay. You may brush up against this piece right here, which extends from the side, but it is actually pretty nice back here. I don't have any complaints comfort-wise. In the center console, we have heated and cooled seats, as well as your climate control for the vents. Down below, we have 2 USB ports, as well as a cigarette lighter. Alright, so coming into the front, we do have a keyless go system. So to unlock it, just put your hand on the inside of the door. It'll unlock, and then to lock it, tap the little indent. And if you have your mirrors set, they'll actually fold in. Check out this red leather. We also have the 18-way adjustable sport seats. So it allows you to have thigh support, lumbar support. You can even tighten or loosen your bolsters. Let's start it up. On the left-hand side is any Porsche. Starts up in the e-power mode, so it's completely silent. Sport mode immediately turns on the engine. With the sport steering wheel, as you just saw, I'm able to actually switch between all of my driving modes right here. We have paddle shifters in aluminum, pretty standard across all Porsche models. In the center, we have our tach. We have digital gauges on the left and right, which you could toggle through using these little wheels. On the right dial, you can control the right screen, so you can see everything from your G-force to your sport chrono package. You actually have a night view assist on this car, which is really cool. You can see anything from deer to people walking at nighttime. We have our map, drive time and driving information, vehicle information, tire pressure, torque split, energy flow, energy consumption, and our boost. In the center here we have our Sport Chrono Package clock, followed by our very large touchscreen PCM display. And then all of the buttons down here are not actual buttons. They are part of a screen with haptic feedback. So unlike the Macan, where you can actually see the button and press it in, these buttons, whenever you press them, they give you a sound followed by a slight vibration to let you know that you selected them. The Pcm display is high definition and very responsive, and as you can see, when I bring my hand up to it, it has a proximity sensor, brings up the side menu. We're going to go home first. You can see we have an array of different settings, from your voice control to your music and your calls on the right hand side. Go back to navigation. We're going to go to media and then turn down so we don't get copyrighted. We have Sirius XM, AM, FM, online radio, and Bluetooth device connectivity. Go to phone. Obviously we don't have anything connected right now, but you can connect your Bluetooth. You can see all of your car settings, so you can either select your drive mode via the steering wheel right here, or you could do it right here as well. You could turn on Sport Plus, as you just heard, the engine started up. We're going to go back to e-Power right now. We can also activate the sport exhaust system from here and open and close the rear spoiler. We're going to go down to climate control. You can see how we can control the vents here. Keep scrolling. We're going to go to apps. You can get weather, news, all different types of parking and hotel information, even restaurants, or a Google search, which is pretty cool. Next, we have our assistance features, which are plentiful. I'm not going to go into all of them right now, but you could see for yourself how many there are. In sound settings, you can customize the way you want to hear your Bose system. Something that's pretty cool is that it has audio pilot, which pretty much adjusts the volume of the car with regard to the driving noises that are going on around you. Up top, we have a beautiful Alcantara headliner, which goes around the entire length of the car, all throughout the pillars, and around this very massive panoramic sunroof. On this vehicle, we also do have a heads-up display, which you could sort of see right there. Our speed is clearly 0, but you can also see traffic information such as yield and stop signs, which will appear to remind you when you're out on the road. So in e-Power, it's actually really nice. It's obviously silent, so you don't hear any engine noise at all. It's running on purely battery. Now we're going to switch it into Sport Plus to feel the performance. Wow, that torque is just ridiculous. So the backfire in the exhaust system, being that this does have the sport exhaust, is really nice. A slight bit of turbo lag, but it's not much. It's not really noticeable. When I put my foot down, it takes about a half a second before it kicks in. That's probably due to the fact that this doesn't have a PDK. The Cayenne has always had a Tiptronic transmission, and Porsche has said that has to do with the towing ability of these cars. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but this thing, when it downshifts, just crackles like crazy. I think this is by far the loudest Cayenne or Porsche I have actually ever driven. I don't think I've driven a car from Porsche that's been as loud as this. Even a few of the 911s I've driven, I don't think they've had crackles and pops quite that loud, even with the sport exhaust system. Driving position, it's great. I'm in an SUV, a little bit higher up, great visibility up front, and I can see out that back window. A little bit tight, but it's not terrible actually. Something that's really cool about this car is that in hybrid mode, it'll intelligently know to use both the battery and gas. For example, if you're on the highway and you're using gas, you're actually recharging the battery. So in the event that you hit a traffic situation and you're, bumper to bumper, the car will actually then use the battery for the traffic and allow you to continuously switch back and forth. I love how these seats are so bolstered as well. You can fly into turns and you barely move. You kind of forget that you're in a massive SUV and you feel like you're in a sports car. Carbon ceramics are extremely bitey. Go right into a turn. No problem. All right, guys, that pretty much concludes my review of this 2020 Cayenne Turbo S. If you enjoyed, make sure you give me a like, hit that subscribe button, and stay tuned for all new videos every single week. Thank you so much, guys, and as always, take care.